a little tad under 6'5". And that's great size for a point guard.
Right.
But there is no secret. My passion is not coaching. My passion is training and development. I don't need to take no credit. Like I told him I got here, I've coached Davion Harmon. I've coached Jalen Wilson. I've coached Grant Sherfield. I've coached Justin Webster. I've coached Julius Marble. I've coached Legend Doss. I've coached Joe Rollins. I've coached Sam Williamson.
You coached all them for like one tournament?
BU Nation. They were on my team for anywhere from 2 to 5 years. Yeah.
Oh, so it just wasn't like in a tournament. You know, a lot of people claim people when they play in a tournament.
Listen,
I just said, if some people play for me in a tournament.
I have a picture with BU Nation. Y'all, everybody seen that photo of that Nike photo where they have all them Nike guys. That photo where it's like they're walking in a airplane. And then the white sweatsuit.
Yeah.
He has a picture of like that. I think they were Nationals. Correct me if I'm wrong. Was it Nationals?
Yeah, it was Nationals.
Them dudes he just named, 4 to 5 of them dudes are on that team.
What we got?
On that team.
Little Isaiah at Allen. We got Jared Dixon at Allen. Legend, like I said, Legend.
The majority of our top 20 guys in 2019, this man had touched them. He's had him in the gym. He's had him on the team.
And what brings me peace of joy when I walk in that gym and say, "Hey, Coach Rod, how you doing?" That's it. Because when they go to college and they get in their books and their scholarship, I'm gonna put 50 to 100 in Western Union.
What you mean 5,200 in Western Union?
Dollars.
Help them out.
By that time, they need to be getting $2,000 a month stipend though.
Listen,
by that time,
this man right here, I've been knowing Rod. Well, how long I've been knowing? At least 20.
At least
20. We played against each other and everything. This man, genuinely. Let me start over. He has a deal with Adidas.
Okay.
He had. It ain't a team it's not a team in the state that did not reach out to him about coming to play for their team. It ain't a team in the state that didn't say, we will do whatever it takes to help you, get to wherever it was. His passion to help others is why he accepted a deal with Adidas. Has nothing to do with who they think RJ is or what he is. His thing was like, let's help our city. If we can help guys with RJ's gift and what we've done, let's do that. If anybody's seen our team, it is built to JV dudes. We didn't go down south. We have no kid on our team past 635. We didn't go out to urban. They didn't go out to, any of the kids down south. All these kids are up north, and all these kids, when I say JV, they all play varsity, and they have had some success. But you wouldn't know anybody on our team.
All right, so hold on. So let me see, because I want to talk about things like this because listen, man, shit. All right. Every team that asked to play for them.
It ain't a team. Listen,
everybody team that
it ain't a shoe.
All right, cool. Regardless, that's all brands. That's all brands.
All brands, independent.
So question then.
Girl teams.
Goddamn.
Goddamn. You wear a skirt and play with us.
So question then, Stacey. Hold on a second. Stacey, hold on a second. First of all, y'all got a lot of teams here in Dallas?
We got
That's in Houston. Yeah, a lot.
So I think
more than y'all got
in Houston, we tend to think that it's too many teams in Houston. That's what we tend to
Too many teams in Dallas too.
Okay, so if it's too many teams in Dallas and y'all think it's too many teams in Dallas, why would you get your own team? Why would you not go link up with some of them current shooting guys?
Because they don't fit what he wants when it comes to what his. To me and you couldn't work together, Marlon, if we didn't have the same passion.
Right.
If we didn't love the same thing. Right. No matter how I like you. But if we didn't have the same passion, love the same thing, we couldn't do this.
I'm going to break it down.
Yeah.
Okay, because let me be real honest with you.
Please.
Because
there's people listening right now.
Okay, this is where I had to wise up. Married, 20 plus years.
Okay.
And you know we all come to that point
Respect.
where you like, I better start listening to her. First of all, before I lose her. And second of all, I'm a dumbass anyway.
How you a dumbass?
Because I
all
wasn't
men
listening.
don't listen to
She
her.
has an innate and capable sense of telling you that nigga ain't shit.
Most women do.
And know what I say?
Tell me.
Hey, and know what I say? No, baby, he good people.
good
No,
people.
that's not your friend.
Stay around his ass a little while.
I go
longer.
above and beyond, helping. So let me keep it real. So,
Please.
5th grade, I got a practice, and I got all those main guys that I'm talking about. Probably 8 of them. And we got practices at 24-hour fitness.
Who's on the team? Coach,
Well,
who's on that team?
I'm gonna get to that. So we had 24-hour fitness. So Tuesday and Thursday, 7 to 8:30. I get there at 6:45. Nobody there. 6:55. Nobody there. RJ, start warming up. Let's get some, high knees, whatever. 7:15. Nobody there. 7:30. Nobody else. So then I start calling. Hey man, where y'all at? Coach.
You know what motherfucker broke. Shit about to go down.
Where y'all at? Well, we think we should be sponsored, and
What grade
we gonna
y'all
go
in?
we was in 5th grade.
5th grade?
We think we should be sponsored, and we gonna take our talent somewhere so we can be sponsored. Okay. Scott Summey, Supreme Court, stay in South Lake.
Right.
Lawyer with the BP oil spill.
Right.
That's a sponsor. He a white boy, but that's my nigga.
I'm good with that.
He put it down because he did it out of his heart. So I'm like, where y'all gonna go to? What can we offer Nike, Adidas, Under Armour in 5th grade? There's nothing. I enjoy riding the van for 8 hours, listening to Al Green talking shit, telling stories 2-3 years ago that we done. I enjoy that. I enjoy putting give me 60. I'm gonna put in 60. You put in 60, but he ain't got nothing. We still gonna fuck with him.
Yeah.
So that's 180, and we gonna go to Arkansas and come back. 4 to a room. I'm beating my kid ass. You say, go on beat his ass too. No, I ain't gonna touch him. I don't know him like that. So then, I called everybody, right?
Yeah.
So nobody shows up, and I'm gonna tell you one person. So I tell you, my baby looked at me, Dad, who I'm gonna play with now? Brought me to tears.
Literally. Because the rest of them bounced out on
They
me.
walked on me. They walked on me. One guy asked his mama, Jalen Wilson, we can't leave RJ. Right there, I put that motherfucker in high gear. And I told my wife, we're gonna have another ceremony. Because the first 10 years, I wasn't listening. But now, these niggas in trouble.
Hold on.
You still ain't said who's on the team, man.
Well, hey, look in the archives. You'll find it. Look in the archives. You'll find it. But they good people, but they just made the wrong move. Because after that, for the next 4 or 5 years, they won 4 or 5 teams.
Different team.
And that, but guess what? I can respect that because you did what's good for your son when I was doing what's good for our sons. Now I'm gonna start doing what's good for my son. So all I did was took a step back, took his ass in that lab, and said, nigga, how bad you want it? Because I want it. But I can't want it more than you. Mom on board, he on board, little man on board, and we start training. Turn that thing up a little bit. It was already up high, but we start training that thing a little bit more. In 5th grade, he about 5'6", 5'7". That nigga ain't think he was gonna grow. I'm thinking, nigga, should I take a DNA test? You know, his best friend was 6'1", and I said, nigga, just keep working on this handle, step back, and eating this cayenne pepper. And then let that dog just
It's a mystical.
And I never forget, little man go to South Grand Prairie. He saw RJ last year. We got all kind of adults around. He looked at us and said, God damn, what you eating? And to make a long story short, it's no secret. It's just hard work and perseverance. But when they walked out on me, them antennas went up. They don't give a damn about you.
Not at all.
What?
Not at all.
What you mean?
They don't give a damn about you.
This shit mixed up.
Who don't give a damn about
The
you?
masses. The masses.
Let me slice that pizza, please.
The masses don't.
They don't.
We good.
The masses
But
don't.
I can't be mad at them because we're selfish by nature.
So do you think, my question is this, let me ask you this, TJ.
Okay.
With your thoughts on this, well, what happened with Rod, would you sit back and say, well, that's the norm? Did they do the right thing by saying, look, we need a sponsorship while we in 5th grade, while we in 6th grade? This is important to us right now because this is going to put our son on the conveyor belt and move him into the direction where he needs to go. I mean, is that why would you would agree to say you can see why they did that? Because it's all about the sponsorship, baby, right? It's all about playing for free, and you know the free is the investment.
Man.
The free is the investment, nothing else.
Man.
Not the time. The time is not the investment. The free is the investment. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Man, 98% of the kids in this country don't even need to be playing for free. I don't care if they 12 or if they 17. Let's scratch that. 99% of the kids in this country do not need to be playing for free. I don't care if they 12, I don't care if they 17.
So I got a team that I run, Texas Pro. And you telling me that I'm fucked up because ain't none of my kids paying? I should.
Maybe you got some of them 1%ers.
Yeah, maybe your whole team.
I ain't got 10 more percenters. I know that.
You know what? TJ has a story.
No, but I'm saying that, okay, hold on a second. But what I'm saying, TJ, is like if you feel like kids shouldn't be paying, should be paying, why? Why do you think kids should be paying?
All right.
Or parents, excuse me. Why do you think parents should be paying? Why? Especially if somebody has an opportunity to give them something for free. Why do you think they should be paying?
Well, no. I
That's
think you should
different.
give somebody something. Hold on. I think you should give somebody for free if they need it. I don't have a problem sponsoring a kid or 2 or 3 or 4 or 10 if you need
I
it.
agree.
But if you show up in a Lexus or Range Rover with the latest Jordan on, and you just dropping your kid off and you taking what they give you,
Scratch that. They need a ride.
because guess what? If you don't have no skin in the game, what's gonna hold them there? You see what I'm saying? What's gonna hold? Because guess what? Once I give you something, the next person gonna come around and give you a little bit more, and you gonna jump on that train till the next person come and give you a little bit more.
So everybody for sale. Majority of people.
Majority.
People
But
for sale.
our community is for sale.
And more.
So our whole entire community is for sale.
Tell me this.
That's
Tell
our-
me this.
that's our
Tell me
mindset.
this.
Uh-huh.
Tell me this. If I sign up with Texas Pro and you promise me X, Y, Z, and it doesn't happen, and I ain't got no skin in the game, and X, Y, Z over here say, what's keeping me there? If I rock with you, I rock with you.
But you should, to me, individuals should have some sense of patience. And I'm not going to use the word loyalty, because loyalty is something that you earn. Loyalty is something to where, for example, Brian and I created a team. All right, he had a group, I had a group. We put that group together. All right. Brian trusts me, I trust him.
Okay.
But it was kind of a divine thing that was like, he had a need, I had a need. So we put our needs together, and then I said, okay, how do we make it work? Okay, I take the back seat. Brian, you coach. I have relationship with Rod. We get your group. Rod has got a blessing. He gonna turn over and bless you a little bit. We gonna come and work with BU Nation. Now, he went from being an independent team, 27 years old, has his own organization, wasn't looking for all the spotlight and all that. I'm looking at it and saying, hey man, we can help your 4 kids they're guaranteed Division I dudes. I'm not saying they pros, they're gonna get an education and a scholarship. You run it, I help. We're gonna talk to Rod. Rod gonna bring us in. We're gonna do it together. But somebody has to take the back seat, and somebody has to have the initiative to say, let's just go jump into this. Let's see if it works. Then if it don't work, at the end of the day, Brian can say, Stacey, that wasn't for me. Brian, you're not really my cup of tea, and then you move on. But what happens is you jump in saying, "Give me."
But it's not about Brian.
Give me.
But it's not about Brian. It's about those 10, 12, 15 kids. So why would I stop
I
them?
you got 15?
I think, man, he got some stuff.
No, we don't have 15 kids.
But
Oh no, he does have 15 kids because he got 3 teams.
Yeah.
Oh,
He got,
But
he got 2
why would I
15s
why would
and
I-
a 14.
Why would I block that
Told you, man,
blessing?
got an organization.
Why
Baby.
would I block that blessing? Because Stacy came to me. Rob, we want to do X, Y, Z. Well, I trust you, so I ain't got no problem.
It's the same thing with last year this time. Texas Impact was working with Stacey Houston. When me and Stacey Houston stopped working together, the relationship didn't stop.
Straight from this
Stacey Houston still supports Texas Impact, and Texas Impact still supports Stacey Houston.
because they try.
Hold on.
They-
No. Because
Run your show.
It's a question that's being asked right now. You got some listeners that say, okay, Stacey Houston still helps Texas Impact. Texas Impact still supports Stacey Houston. And y'all was collaborating at first. So, but you got to say, we respect the fact that y'all are still together, but what caused y'all to kind of go in a different way?
Because they tried to undermine him.
They
So his team, that's what I'm telling you. He got a story, dude. He had a team.
Well, let him tell the
Okay,
damn.
hold on.
TJ, tell the damn story, man. I mean,
Cause you keep cutting them off. You want to tell the
He
story.
got a testimony. I'm telling you.
Yeah, tell the story, man.
Basically, and I'm gonna say some folks by leaving some names out.
Right.
Yeah, man, shit. Hey, listen.
You wouldn't know him. Listen,
You wouldn't know him.
You
if I
wouldn't
said-
know him if he said his name. You wouldn't
Don't say no
That
names.
irrelevant.
For all y'all listening, you put blue with red together, red with blue, yellow. Y'all just mix everything together because hey, don't worry about the colors. Just make sure you get the message.
All
Go
right,
ahead.
so basically, man, we have this team. We put this team together. We're trying to get a really good team, a lot of talent.
With too many kids, I told you, got too
Yeah, we
many
had
damn
too
kids
many.
on the team.
Man,
Man.
Stacey, be quiet. So look, we put this team together, good team. It was too many kids. Pretty much, man. Long story short, I'm a very stiff coach. Anybody who's played for me, you know, I'm very straight to the point, and
Okay.
I'm gonna do what I want to do at the end of the day.
Okay.
I don't care who your child is or what your parent got to say. I'm gonna do what I want to do.
Right.
And I had some parents who wanted me to do what they wanted to do.
Like what?
Like play certain kids. Certain kids need these minutes, a certain kid needs this set. And I wasn't rocking with that.
Okay.
Keep in mind, we were 8-4 when all of this went down. Our record, we're
Wait.
8 wins, 4 losses.
How old were the kids you were coaching?
17 youth.
Okay,
These are
17
juniors in high school.
17 you. Okay, cool.
These are juniors in high school. And we do this thing, we get back, this is after Adidas Gauntlet, session 2 out there in Atlanta, we get back to Dallas. So I guess the parents weren't happy with the way I was doing things. So I have one parent decides, hey, I had an organization before, I'm gonna hit up all the parents, y'all need to come play, not all of them, the kids he wanted. Y'all need to come play up under me.
At a 17U team. They last summer.
Who else did they call?
Didn't they call you, I
They
think?
called me and said, will you talk to the parents and will you tell the parents that you'll jump behind it? I said, is TJ coaching? They said, no. I said, I ain't got nothing to do with it.
And I had-
Because my deal is with TJ.
Mind you, Marlon, I recruited every single kid on that team. Stacy didn't recruit a kid on that team. Even the parent that's making the text, that's sending out the text to all these parents, I recruited his ass
I
too.
met him through TJ.
You know what I'm saying? I recruited every kid on this team.
Right.
You know, and meanwhile, this
Yeah,
guy,
give me one though. Damn.
you know, okay.
Gave you Caleb.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so, you know, the guy, he does this thing. There's some Division I players on that team. There's a couple kids that was on that team that have signed to play Division I basketball.
Okay.
The guy who wanted to take him over hadn't had any Division I guys. So I don't know where the confidence came.
Oh, no.
I thought you didn't talk shit to him.
Okay, well,
Shots fired.
Pow! Where does the pow, pow, pow?
Stacey, that wasn't no shot, man.
Hold on a second. No.
About anything.
No, you didn't lie, but hold on. I got to make sure we got some clarification on this because you just said that you put guys into college.
I heard him.
And a guy who has, from his history that you know of, trying to undermine you and start his own program because he had a program before. He ain't had put anybody else in college yet.
Exactly.
And he talking to parents about what he can do and everything else, and his track record doesn't show that it leads to victory at all.
He didn't even work with nobody that led to victory.
And how many of these people followed the Pied Piper?
Nobody.
So they didn't leave.
Nobody. You had kids who parents
Did
were
you
naturally...
cut? Did you keep that parent's key
Hell
still?
no, man. Get the hell out of here.
You had to leave. You cut it.
Hell no. That kid was gone.
How did it all come? How did it all come out? How did you confront him with
anybody tell
that?
you that he should have been on TV in the first place? Did anybody tell you that?
You did.
Man, look, this dude right
I started this podcast off by saying, when we give advice, it's because we've done the same dumb shit.
But you know.
And I said, TJ, 13 kids is too many.
Right.
TJ, this little bitty dude can't play. You talking about you gonna play on the circuit, minutes. TJ, think about your brother. Think about all. I gotta stay. You do you.
What grade was your brother in?
He's a junior.
Junior.
He's a senior now, but he's a junior.
Okay.
So once again, though, I'm stubborn. That's like Rod said earlier. You know, with his wife. You know, she had to tell him he had to fuck up to learn. We're all the same way.
Yeah.
You got. That's
But
how you learn.
see, you 20 what?
24.
Okay.
got a long way to go.
Yeah, you got. Hey,
What the chop
what I'm saying, if you surround yourself with OGs, the time it take you to get where we are,
You did that about
you
5
get
years.
there, you get there. It took us a while, but several mistake after mistake. We're gonna get it right. But you got guys around you that you need to put that stubborn shit on the shelf and reach out to them. Guys you trust. You know, I've never met him.
That's Alex Pugh. They
No,
talking about
but I'm
just
saying,
who you pointing to.
the Twitter and the thing, I know all he was, but this nigga got some wisdom.
Right.
You don't know.
Don't ever tell Pew that. Don't ever tell Pew that. My God.
I know you got an uncle with a cigarette who fix the carburetor. I know you got an old uncle with a cigarette trying to fix the carburetor. Why don't they got that carburetor? Let me go, let's alternate. Go keep around, go to the mom, you know, they got that. He got that. Because the nigga is wise beyond his years.
Yeah.
And I told him, you know, my son said, man, Dad, I met this guy, you know, that I saw on Twitter. I said, man, he said, I was kind of scared. I said, this nigga ain't shit. I didn't even know him. But again,
You charged
I
him?
never said nothing to him because I know his MO from his conversation.
Right.
Sometimes,
Rob, I need you to be quiet.
Get him.
I want to know what you said to RJ.
Let me introduce Alex Pugh about as far as who he is. Let me tell you something for y'all listening.
Moneyball.
Moneyball AP is a guy that he's real about basketball. He has a passion for basketball. He has a passion to be great, one of the greatest at basketball. And he would like eventually try to would consider himself as trying to be one of the best general managers of all time who likes to put a team together. That's what be probably his passion. Okay, so he has no problem at all. For most of y'all have heard him before on the summer. He has no problem at all. Is looking at you and coming up and introducing himself to you and say, hey, how you doing?
I'm Alex Pugh.
I'm Alex Pugh. What's your name? And he gonna look at you in your eye, he gonna listen to you and see how you respond. And he's gonna ask you, how good are you?
That's the number one question.
That's the number one question. And your response from that question right there is going to tell him everything he needs to know, and he's going to store that in his profile for long term. I mean, store it in the profile. It's a long-term profile, and every time he sees you, he's going to remember what you said to him in that initial meeting. And if you tell him that you're good, listen up, goddammit, listen up, because this is your quote unquote way to get out. Okay, if you tell him that you're good, you better be good, because he's watching you. And if you don't play well, he's going to let you know. He's going to do what the other people don't do. He's going to tell you, that shit was funky. I didn't come out here and pay my $5 for this or my $5 for that to see that. And if you're gonna play like that, I'm off you. Now, and you, for some reason, I'm gonna tell you this, because it sounds like a pastor right now. For some reason, you tend to believe what he's telling you.
And the congregation says amen.
And you know that it feels through you. You feel it through your body. He's not happy. He's not happy with my performance today. And Mr. Moneyball, can you tell me what I need to do to make sure that I don't disappoint you?
I don't care what nobody else say. I just want to make sure you like me.
Yeah. So with that being said, Alex Pugh, Moneyball, let us know what you said to R.J. Hampton when you saw him.
Please let me know. When did you see him?
Was it before he played?
When did you see him?
When did you see
When did y'all come to Y'all came to Houston for
Icebreaker.
Icebreaker.
Icebreker.
Okay, this year.
This year. Come on.
This year.
Absolutely.
Okay, 2017.
It was before they played. I mean, he was just in the gym.
Oh, okay.
He was just in the gym watching games.
No. He went there especially to watch one guy,
Who he came to watch?
QG.
Quentin Grimes.
Yes.
He was in.
Hey, I would tell you, he's a groupie.
And I'm with that. He was with his dudes. I'm standing on the baseline, I'm watching the game. I think I turned around and I looked at him. I was like, oh, that's RJ. So I turned around again. I'm gonna size him up now. Like, all right, let me see what I'm looking at. Like, okay. So now I'm processing. Go back to watching the game. He back there talking. I look at him again. You see me looking at him. He kind of cut his eyes at me. I'm like, all right, bet. So I could kind of ask him, what position are you? He was like, I'm a point guard.
Okay.
All right. How good are you?
You good with that?
Absolutely. Like, I have to ask, I just want to know exactly what you think of yourself. And he took the smart way out.
What's the smart way out?
Come see me play.
That is.
Come see me play.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, I bet. When you tell me that, I gotta come.
He gave you open invitation.
An open invitation, but he didn't dive into breaking himself down. It was like, it wasn't you can come see me play. It was like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, I bet. Well, I promise you this. I will come see you play. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if that's what you want, bet, let's go get it then.
You know what you're asking for, but I will be there.
Absolutely. I went and saw him play, and I'm looking for it. Now it's like, I bet. I hear your name everywhere. Time I get on Twitter, somebody tweet your name, you told me come see you play. That's almost like a challenge. Like, let's see what it is. But I liked him. Get to the rim, scored, pull up jumper. I think the part that turned me on the most was probably when I heard him open his mouth. When he opened his mouth, talking to teammates, giving direction, getting guys to spots on the floor, I was like, okay, maybe he can be a point. But up until it was like, nah, this motherfucker is two guard. He might have to get buckets, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, but it's like, okay, he is giving direction. He can pass it from the paint. He's just got to do it more. But it's no doubt about it. He's wired to put it in the basket.
But you saw
Which game did you watch?
You saw our team that we have. You know what I'm saying? He loves to make people better. And that's why I built this team this way. Because you got to put these guys on your back.
Absolutely.
I guarantee you, and you know the game, when you get with, I'm not going to say better guys, but more elite guys, you still work as hard, but you do less. But he's nowhere where he's going to be in 3-4 years. I put him for this challenge. This is the challenge. I want you to go against the defenders, the hoops, and stuff like that, because there's no chance that you should win. But as you see, and my boy Sloan,
And he did win.
we did win.
And
Convincingly. Say
that-
convincingly, sir.
That in itself, when I come see you play, like that's the stand. Like I think 20 points and a win, like that's the bare minimum. Don't talk to me about if I'm coming to see you play, don't start with nothing less than 20. You know what I'm saying? I don't have time for it.
So you saw him play against the hoops and the defenders.
I saw him play that first game. Was
The defenders. And how they play? Who won?
How did they play?
The BU
BU Nation won.
BU Nation.
They smacked them.
What's the smacking mean?
20 piece.
Did y'all win by 20?
They won by 20 plus.
And
Okay,
it
so hold
didn't
on,
feel.
so they won by 20 against against the Defenders.
And he got buckets.
And you gonna fuck around and give the Hoops and Defenders credit? You don't put Texas Pro in the fuck? Okay, that's some bullshit. You guys say, goddamn, give me some love. Are you gonna say the Hoops? Fuck them. I'm sorry, go ahead, Pew.
But what I have to say, just happened. But what this summer, let me tell, it's not so much about you winning or losing. He just loves to win.
Absolutely.
He loves to win. He's a winner. It's not so much about winning or losing, but you raise your level to lead your team.
Absolutely.
I want him to become a better leader. That's the box that I got 2 or 3 boxes to check off, and that's one of them to get him to the next level.
Let me put this out there because I'm a firm believer in this. I'm a firm believer, and everybody don't believe in this, and I'm cool with those who don't. I believe that kids need to be put in a position whereas they're not on an elite team.
Yes.
They need to learn how to be the man.
Yes.
They gotta learn how to
be the man.
They gotta, and guess what? They need to be in a position whereas even when they're younger, they don't just have all these plays. They gotta learn how to play off of instincts. They gotta learn how to improvise. Because when you just come out there and put no X's and O's, they know how to make the easy way out. When they play with elite players when they're young, they know how to. They throw it here, somebody's gonna bail them out. Kids need to learn how to play off of instincts and know how to just work and play hard when there's no structure.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's how you become a player. That's how you become a player. That's how you learn how to grow as an individual. And then when you get master that and you add another piece here who can play too, now you can know how to do a thing on your own because there's no kid can be great at being a basketball player in perspective if people can't depend on you to go get 40 at any point in time.
That's it.
You got to know how to be able to go get 40. And if you play on an elite team as a young guy all the time, you never know how to go.
But
40.
you understand?
You don't know how to do that.
But
You always gonna wind up blaming somebody else. When you go to your high school team and they need you to get 40 right now, and you looking to keep passing the ball to the other people, you think they're gonna do something?
I think at 7th grade, it shouldn't be so far up. Who cares if you're the #1 team in the nation in 7th grade? Okay, you got people tweeting we're the #1 team in 7th grade.
Shout out to Clyde Jackson with the Houston Hoops Blue Chips. I got to win nationals.
You know what I'm saying is that, guess what?
Can't forget about RM5 2022. You know, they #1,
Because guess what?
#3, 14 in the country.
That makes the
They're
program
7th grade.
and the director
Can't forget
look
about
good.
that, man.
But what are you doing for these kids?
Exactly.
That makes the program and the director where you can get more direct kids. But hey man, I love Tyrese Maxey's game. I love Davion Harmon's game. I love Chris Harris' games. But I'm not letting my son play with them because he will miss something because guess what? If he goes to whom they cut him off, you just throw it to Reese and Reese gonna get bucket.
Tyrese Maxey. Who's Tyrese Maxey?
That's the guard.
That dog.
RM5 top player.
Lefty.
But what I'm saying is that,
Y'all know.
hey, Pew, I put my son on a court where there is no parachute.
Oh. I'm sorry.
Before you go in, Marlon, just to touch back what you said, and I wanted to bring this up. I have a kid that plays for me. He goes to Green Hill. He swears to God he's 6 foot, but he's not. He's like 5'11". Can't hit a jumper. Only unless he's wide open. Cat got Division I offers. Mind you, I said he's 5'11".
Okay.
Cat, he got another offer tonight. And guys always ask me, how is he so good? How is he so good? We played that TJ Ford team. The coach was like, playoff. He ain't gonna be playoff. He ain't shot a jumper yet. He played off. He still scored. Okay. And I touch back to that to say this. It goes back to what you just said, the basics. He was in a situation when he was younger. He had to play. He had to be the guy. And now the cat knows how to play. He understands the pace of how to play. He understands when to speed up and slow down. And the college coaches call me, like, Coach, why do you think he's so good? I'm like, shit, he's smarter than everybody. He's smarter than half the coaches we play.
But he had to be smart. He had to come home after school with his own key.
Exactly.
He had to make his own sandwich.
Exactly.
Put that water in that oodles of noodles. He had to turn on TV and do his homework before Mama came home. He had to fend for himself.
Right.
There was no big brother around. Hey man, You put my son with Reese, Davion, Chris, those 2019 guys that I've coached, we're #1 in the nation. But Calipari, hey, he getting fired from every other club. He's not getting fired from one club.
Yeah.
He getting a positional guy. Bill Self, Scott Drew. What I'm saying is that you can't share your full repertoire when you got a bailout.
So
No, you got to get back to the parachute.
That's what I'm saying. I got to get back to the parachute. What you mean you had to put him on a team where it was no parachute?
Because if we're going to have success, it's up to you.
Ain't no bailout.
There's no bailout. If it has success, it's up to you.
So what you saying is to these parents and everybody who's listening, Brian.
Yeah.
It's okay to lose.
What?
It's okay to lose.
It's okay to
Some
lose,
people-
but it's not okay to not compete.
Man,
Yeah.
that's it.
Hold on.
Hey.
Oh,
Hey.
It's okay to lose.
As Low, we're gonna have to get back to that competition. Cause I know Low feels some type of way. I saw you sub 5 tonight.
Yeah, I saw. I don't.
Yeah, well, Low said, Low, when he say, oh hell no, everybody go.
I'm people need to know me. It's just I don't want to go. I'm not gonna go all in because it's not about
Absolutely.
me. I'm built a little different.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? When they say cut from a different cloth, and you don't want to sit back and it's not about boasting or something like that. And some people say, Lo, you need to be a little humble. But I say it like this. Why should I be humble? Because of your insecurities.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? It's not about me. I'm talking about something because when I talk, you being insecure about something that you can't do. I'm just talking. And if you can't handle what I'm talking and what I see in my expectations, then you definitely don't belong in the same realm with me. You know what I'm saying? We can't be boys. So I talk about what I know.
Absolutely.
Talk about what I know. And like Rod said, it's okay to lose as long as you compete. And I told the guys I tell my guys all the time, look, man, I don't give a shit if we win or lose. But, and I do want to win.
Absolutely.
Understand this? But if you get that crowd, if that crowd knows that they can stand up and say that was a hell of a game,
Yes.
I'm good with that.
I'm good with that. Because you know why? They gonna remember you when you leave.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And you was worth the price of admission. And it's like I told him tonight. I said, listen, man, if there was no scoreboard and people had to pick who was winning, they can only pick by how hard you played.
That's it.
They wouldn't know.
So if there's no scoreboard, who are they gonna say winning this game?
Right.
Will they know who's winning this game?
Body language matters.
Because of your body language and by your effort and how hard you play.
Whoa.
And people don't teach kids how to play hard anymore. You know what I'm saying? They teach them how to master the game based upon a camera that's pointed at them. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Or based upon.
But we can sit here, we know the all-stars in the NBA. But I guarantee you go from 80 to now, Pew, and y'all young guys, you can name me 5 guys real quick who didn't have a basketball skill in their body that made money. Anthony Mason.
What?
Dennis Rodman.
What?
Come on.
Charles Oakley.
Bo Outlaw, Charles Oakley. Those guys are living well and don't have a best. Hey,
Michael
I
Stewart,
think
we call him Yogi.
one guy on Twitter said that Briscoe didn't have a basketball skill in his body. He will be on a roster because he's a DAWG. Hey, Patrick Beverly, wherever you at, holler at your boy. That's my dude.
I got a question for you, Rob.
But when you walk up to a guy with dog and skill, it equals to be Russell Westbrook, MVP.
I got a question for you, Rob.
We might back
Hey,
Right.
hard should be MVP.
I'm going Westbrook. Hey, or Cole. But anyway,
I got a question. To date back to what you were saying, 'cause you got parents listening. You got parents who think this and think
but
that.
you got parents with an ear. I don't know if
Right.
they're listening.
Right. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, for
Everybody
my-
ain't listening.
for
They
my
hear this,
parents-
but they ain't listening.
For my parents who are listening, because it is something that's listening and trying to learn. Dates back to the original question, which was about guys who are having to play, like you said, you pulled your son playing by himself, so if you lose, it's on you. So what happens if a Ben Wallace kind of kid or a Dennis Rodman kind of kid is in a situation where it's on him, they lose. Dennis Rodman was a vital piece to the Bulls winning games, but goddamn it, he wasn't gonna win the Bulls a game.
But see, that's different because you don't run no plays for those guys.
He was the glue guy. They
You
needed
yeah,
a glue guy.
you got to have that guy. You just put him out there. You don't say, I don't even think him and Phil spoke. They may not even spoke, but he showed up for work, did his job, and left.
Right.
And it was
They didn't care
important,
about
right?
his antics.
Damn right,
His
it was
job was
important.
important.
It was
Yes.
imperative.
So I make that to say this point to my parents who are listening, because we got a lot of parents who get caught up in these videos that y'all just talked about that play for the camera, and they don't realize that. And we got teams, and I'm not gonna name nobody, but this teams is built up every year, and I'm like, yeah, they got a squad, and I tell my guy when they coach my 16, yeah, they got a squad, but that shit ain't gonna work. And I peep it
Based
from
on
the
what?
get-go, based upon the guys that they have on their teams. Like
What
some
does
of
that
these
mean?
guys
What
build
does that mean?
teams
Uh-huh.
full of what y'all call quote-unquote camera guys.
They want the sex.
Yeah, and when you build these camera guys, I'm like, yeah, when they
But
come to
that's
the
for
gas
the organization to look good.
right, and I'm with that.
Everybody, every kid
I'm
growing,
with that. I'm with
every
that.
parent wants their kid to be three things: quarterback, pitcher, and point guard.
Let me finish though. I'm with that. I'm with that.
Quarterback, pitcher,
But
and
just
point
to-
guard.
Back to my point is this: when them teams get built, I'm always like, yeah, I want to play them because I know I'm gonna beat them. Because they're not built. It's gonna be a signature win for me, my team, my program. Because I'm gonna beat them dudes.
Right.
So I say that to say this. I think at some point in time, even when we do podcasts, we need to start valuing them glue guys. Like you said, when a kid tells you, hey, yeah, I'm pretty good and it's time to come watch me, you said the line is set at winning the game, which is a major key, but you also said 20 points.
Absolutely.
Dennis Rodman wasn't going to get 20 points.
But you gonna get 20 rebounds.
But he going exactly. So we need to start highlighting those rebounds, those block shots,
But you
that
gotta
pass and
understand.
assist.
You gotta understand. These 2 weeks here, they're being highlighted. It's on fit.
That's-
College coaches is on fit.
That's
Am I right?
totally-
Well, what
that's
you're saying
totally
is
different.
See, what you're saying is that the rebounds don't look sexy on a mixtape highlight. The rebounds don't look sexy.
That's
So
my
because the
point.
rebounds don't look sexy,
They don't
and
look, but
they
Mark,
can't
they
sell
don't look
that.
sexy to who?
They don't. That's what I'm saying.
To who?
They can't sell that on social media. That they're not pushing that kid to be very good at that.
Which is killing kids.
In whose eyes? It's not killing kid with North Texas. It's
know
not
what?
killing kid with Wichita State.
Robin
talking about
averaged
high
a
school
plus, though,
kids.
before he got to that point.
Well, you gotta
do
you gotta know
before you
Dennis
got to
Rodman's
that
history.
role.
When he was at Southeastern Oklahoma, he was the leading scorer.
Yeah.
Yes.
When he got to the NBA, he accepted his role in Detroit.
Let me tell you something real smooth on Dennis Rodman. That he tried.
I know him. He from our
Dennis Rodman, if you watch him over the last 5 years of his career, he missed. Everybody knows he was a bad free throw shooter.
Right,
He was atrocious free throw shooter.
Right.
Come on, man, Dennis, you can't fool me, Dennis. I've been playing this motherfucking game for a long time. Anytime Dennis Rodman was on the line and it was a game-needed free throw,
He made him.
he never missed. Never.
made him.
Not ever. You know it's a long time when you take the 4 off that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Dennis Rodman never missed. He just was fooling motherfuckers from the
But
free throw
once
line. But when he needed something, he gave it to you. He gave it
But
to you.
TJ, once you get to 9th grade, there's 4 to 5 weeks that count. And you're talking about some parents who don't understand. Hey, Monday, we worked out. Monday night, ice bath. Tuesday, massage. Wednesday, free throws. Not shoot 1,000 jumpers, make 1,000 jumpers. Okay? Thursday morning, we getting up shooting, making 200 free throws. This week counts. So you do that, but you gotta understand, you got to separate.
Yeah, but you
what
do
kind-
that every week.
But okay,
Don't
so-
sell. Okay,
Damn.
but make sure you tell. Don't.
I ain't got shit else to do.
Yeah, but don't sell that you only did that leading up to this week. That's your regimen with RJ.
But what I'm trying to tell TJ is what glasses you looking through. You gotta understand. Hey, you gotta understand. Roy Williams don't look. Roy Williams don't look through the same glasses as Regina Williams.
This is my point.
They live in.
This ain't about me. This ain't about Marlon. This ain't about.
We're not gonna introduce my dude.
This ain't about Pew. This ain't about you. You know, at the end of the day, when all this is done, I'm gonna have guys sign LOIs this fall.
Right.
You know, when your guys are at that time, you're gonna have it. You're gonna have it. Guys, you help. You're gonna have it. Stacey Houston's gonna have guys who sign LOIs. That's gonna happen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Division I and all. That's gonna happen regardless. My whole point, and correct me if I'm wrong, Marlon. This is your show. We're here and we're talking, in hopes that the listeners are learning from what we're saying, right?
No doubt.
Correct.
So it's not about
It's a
telling me what
sports
the
educational
coach
podcast.
sees, but it's about the dudes that's listening, learning what we're talking about.
Right.
And that's the perspective I'm speaking from.
Right.
So when we're educating parents, and I guess Dennis Rodman was a bad example in the sense
No, it's a great
in
example.
the sense of this though.
It's a great example.
Dennis Rodman went to the league. How many kids are we talking about are going to go to the damn league? How many kids are we talking about are going to play in Power 5 conferences? Not very many. How many kids are going to get a scholarship because they can play a role for some mid or low or even D2 school and make something out of their collegiate career?
Right.
And that's what I'm talking about. I think we got a lot of parents, and you could say we don't or we do, but I talk to them motherfuckers every day. So I already know what they saying, so ain't nothing you can tell me. So they're telling me where they think their kid is. I got parents telling me and my
and see,
coaches.
I agree. The hardest thing for me to sell with my parents is that your son is not a point guard. That's the listen. That's what I'm saying. That's the hardest thing to sell to them, accept their role.
Right.
That's the. I got on my roster. I got 8 point guards. You know, and 8 for 1 dribble the ball. I got 8 point
How
guards.
many of them can beat their man?
None of them. No, it ain't. No, you.
How many of them can consistently
No,
beat their
no, I
man?
don't even say beat the man.
6, 7.
You. What position you are is a position you can do what guard.
Guard.
That's it. Forget the offense.
Whoa, hey, y'all might want to change this topic. If we gonna talk about you are what you can guard.
No, it ain't nothing that you can go by your man. 'Cause man, most of them let you go by to get the ball back.
But what
You
TJ
are what you can guard.
what TJ is talking about, that's the starter for me.
Yeah.
Let's figure out what your feet can keep up with laterally,
That's it.
and then we can identify your position.
Yeah. Listen, but go ahead.
TJ is talking about is the reason why Marlon Moe, they created this, is teaching. It's getting people to understand what it is. Somebody says this, Alan Branch. And when the first time he said it, I just kind of like, okay, you know, that's cute. But it's so true. Alan Branch of Texas boys basketball. What he says, grassroots basketball, is college coaches are professional doubters. So what that means, what does that mean though? What does being a professional doubter mean? What do you think that means? No matter
Brian, what you think? What does that mean to you, Brian? Since you've been having your ass sit up here for like 7 minutes, they ain't saying a word.
They said a word.
Stacey excused herself, said, Brian, come on, sit right here. You got that? Yeah. What does it mean by that?
I'm just up here trying to soak everything in.
Oh, turn off that goddamn Barry White boy. Shit.
Okay, wait, whoa, just so we make something clear. We have
Secret guard.
we have a minister at the table.
Okay, Brian is a minister.
Brothers is a minister.
Shout out to Brian.
I'm not gonna
And he is serious about it. But introduce yourself, Brian.
Brian, introduce yourself to everybody. Let us know who you are, Brian.
My name's Brian Wellaway. I played college basketball. I started a basketball program called Basketball Means More a little over 4 years ago. I'm 27. We went from doing just little local stuff. I had high school teams. I went back to middle school, linked up with Stacey Houston this past
Stacey got the game on lock.
August.
Hey, that should be your. Hey, that should be your little tagline.
Hey, your hater views is up.
And so yeah,
God is good,
I linked up with Stacey, and it was a blessing because I was at a point where I wanted to kind of do things differently, and what I was looking to do was something that he was looking to do, and I've had pretty much I'd probably say every shoe program in the Metroplex to reach out to my group since they were 7th graders, and like one thing I've been listening to, the thing that keeps ringing in my mind is, I feel like as a basketball community, we try to shield these kids from adversity.
Damn.
Like at a young age, we're really like, let's put the best team we can out here. So now you want to find the best high school team you can, and then you get to college and you expect like you never face adversity, and that's one of the reasons why transfer rate's so high. One of the reasons why you look at kids feeling entitled, but a lot of times it's our method to doing stuff. A lot of times we try to shield kids from adversity, but I've had different programs reach out. So when I talked to Stacy, one thing that I felt like was different was we're both passionate about things, but the things that I was passionate about, I wanted to coach my group, I wanted to grow my program. He's not interested in coaching. He's not interested in any of that stuff. He wants to promote and do other stuff. And the promotion part, I've trained guys, I've reached out to schools for guys, but Stacy can do the media stuff, and I don't really do any of that. I don't even really like posting. Stacy talked about, dude, take a picture of the team. Like, I didn't even get one today.
You forgot.
I didn't get one with the Adidas banner.
The guy Stacy is on retainer. Let's get that straight. Ain't none of this shit free. He is on retainer. He got bills too. He is on retainer. So y'all think he doing this shit pro bono? Hell no. That nigga's on my house 7:30 and your check decline. I said, nigga, I told you to keep it till Friday. Shit. You can take all this Adidas shit back. The nigga's still on retainer. I'm about to get off. Hey, bro, I got one question. Where your church at, dog?
Know where I am, I'm good.
Big Hill World Outreach in Denton, Texas.
Bitch, we're out there. Y'all take y'all have communion?
Not every Sunday.
Y'all got marriage counseling?
Yes, sir.
I'm good.
Hey, real fast. My squad, we made it to Sunday. We got a game 9 in the morning. I still got to watch film from the game today, so I got to get out of here. But
TJ.
But I want to thank Marlon for having me on. But I got to get out of here. I got to watch this.
What you watch on Beta, VHS? I done had some drinks now, nigga. I'm wrong. Beta, VHS, Twitter.
I'm out of here, Rob. I'm out of here, Rob.
Hey, TJ, that says a lot that you say you watch film as a summer.
Stacy, you watch my film tonight?
Yeah, I watched this film with Mo City to me.
You coming up? We got you.
So 64, we're gonna shut it down because what we about to do is we about to go into some players because Pew has some dialogue and some feedback on players from the scouting report that he had today on a lot of players in the Gauntlet that was considered top 25, top 50, top 75, top 100 in the country, and we're gonna let him. We're gonna share a lot of it. And if y'all know Pew, he's gonna open up, but at the same time, he's gonna try to be reserved. But I'm gonna put it out there and ask him because for y'all that's coming back, who's gonna listen to this next episode, first question is gonna be, what did he think about some of the local guys from Houston and the number one player in the city right now? The first name I'm gonna ask him about is Quentin Grimes.
Well, no. Well, the same thing what Brian said, man. I've been listening forever on this thing, man, chuckling and laughing. But man, this is something that you guys are doing, man. It's incredible.
Right.
And when it got off the ground, you had doubters.
Right.
You had doubters. I said, man, give it a chance. Where y'all got session 13 and Twitter was hitting. I said, let me listen, and I'm hooked.
Right.
Keep doing what you're doing, man. I think we got Branch and those guys in Dallas.
Yeah.
You know what? You guys are the meat and the nugget of your staples.
Right.
And it should be around for a long time. Get you an intern. I know you probably do. Because this going to last. Money ain't going nowhere. These shoe companies, they're going to still keep trying to find the next guy to sell shoes. Mm-hmm. But this right here, I want y'all on serious.
Hey.
And if I add something to that too, like, I think I saw something on Twitter maybe at the end of last summer about the summer podcast, and I've probably listened to every episode. And I've learned, I even ran into you at the John Lucas tournament with my 8th graders. Yeah. So I've learned a lot. My wife was like, oh, I bet you're happy to be there on the podcast. You listen to it every single time.
Oh, wow.
So, like, it's helped me out a lot. Just different, like, from college coaches y'all might have to just people in the grassroots industry, like especially somebody like me who's young and wants to try to make something that has an impact on youth. Like, it definitely helped me out a lot.
And we appreciate that. And I tell you, one of the biggest things about what really sums it up, like you said, the different people we have on and what the things that we talk about, it's all about perspective. It's about perspective. And when you have, you're able to give people different points of views, they're able to make a better choice. And we really believe that people make bad decisions because they just don't have all the information.
That's it.
We're about just providing information to help people and through insight. And we tell stories And when you tell stories, it helps people to be more involved about what you're going. You keep their mind, and because people are going to enjoy this one because there's a lot of stories being told. It's a lot of history being told, and
Just keep doing it. Just keep doing it.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
You know, I didn't want to do this. I didn't
Right.
because I'm not that guy.
I can't tell, right?
No, I know. You understand? No, I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But I have.
You good on it,
I
though.
have a son that I want to keep going upward. I don't want to block my blessings. I don't mean anybody any ill will.
Right.
But the truth is the truth, and it's a wrap. You know, I get offers to go on different shows, but I like this, man. It's something I feel I've been a part of.
No doubt.
You know,
Appreciate that.
so-
it's about great conversation, man. So it's just talking.
Yeah, I don't mean any ill will. I didn't want to put nobody on blast, but things happen.
It does. It does. And things happen, and to be honest with you, it's like this. You don't do it intentionally, but sometimes, we all have to be called up by other people sometimes, in a respectful manner.
Yes.
For people to put us out there, let us know that, look, man, you didn't do this well, or this is what you need to fix this.
Right.
And at the same time, we got to remember that it's our responsibility to educate other people. And sometimes we have to call them out, not necessarily in a public forum, but sometimes you do have to let people know in a public forum about what to look out for.
But there's two things. There's two things in the world I live right now that will humble you.
What's that?
God and basketball. It'll humble you in a minute. Wow. If you keep living,
No doubt.
God will humble you. He don't do it to take you higher. But this basketball game will set you straight. Because when you think you've arrived, you look back, that door as far as it was when you first started. But if you keep striving and stay in your lane,
Yes.
that's what I'm trying to do, stay in my lane. I want to, man, that 17U gym was calling me today. I told the guy, I said, man, I see so-and-so, 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 so-and-so. And then I look, I say, but it's not my time.
Not your time.
It's not my time.
Not your time. So, as we get ready to end, let me ask you this right quick. Because your son, you said from the beginning, RJ tried for USA basketball. He went against everybody that you can think of.
Yeah.
And you said the 17U gym was calling you as if you're not playing in the 17U. Some people listening to this thinking that your son playing 17U as a freshman. Your son one of the top players in the state, respectfully. He's became really recognized as one of the quote-unquote top players in the country, and his actions show that. But you saying that he's not playing 17 and under. We gotta. That's one of the top players, and you know he's better than some people that are 17 and under right now. You know what I mean?
He's better than some people basketball-wise. I see my son every day. I see he forgets to take out the trash Wednesday night, rather than Thursday morning. I see that, and guess what? He's studying for a test day of. The maturity, I'm raising a man, not a basketball player. I'm raising a man who just happened to play basketball. So who knows him better than me? He's not mature enough to play 17U basketball. I love that he went against Trayvon Duval and those guys. That's the bar. That's the bar, son.
Keep striving for it.
Keep striving for
We ain't there
it.
yet.
If you get one bucket on them, you mark that. Because that's few and far between with those dudes. Because next year this time, they'll get drafted. I set the bar so high for him that if he don't make it, we still gonna be good.
Like that.
So, and a lot of people, he should play 17. He should play 17. He should play 17. He ain't ready for 17. He could get 10 and 3 and 5. But when I release him, because when I give him to the 17, you're gonna know he there. You're gonna know he there. Just like I gave him to the 16, and you know he there. Because you're really supposed to be playing with the 15. This is a process. It's the cliche, trust the process, and I understand. So basketball-wise, he may be fine. But I just think the overall evolution of him as a person, being a young man, to a basketball player, knowing how to react to the coaches, knowing how to react to the environment.
Right.
We go through all those scenarios. I'm not ready to let go yet.
Okay.
But I am gonna let go.
No, right.
Yeah, I am gonna let go. We got a big summer with a few more announcements. And I wanna come back on here and give you that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say, man. It's been great. Let me get out of here, man. I think Mama text me. I'm sorry. I ain't that dude. You know. So appreciate it. Hey, contact Stacy. You need to talk to me.
Hey, Brian, give us something as we depart on this episode right here. Tell us a little bit more about what you think. Give us a revelation of something that you really come to learn through working whether in the state of Houston or through your process of summer basketball, because everybody's process is different. But give us some jewels, or give us some parents something that they can take with them.
I would say just as parents, like, don't worry about the next kid. You gotta focus on yours. You gotta run your kid's race. Like, a lot of times we get so caught up in, well, like, I have some kids there. I always put things in perspective with the groups I have. Like, when they were younger, I was like, just keep getting better and have fun doing it. And if you keep working, you're gonna get what you deserve. So you'll have different people say, hey, you can come with us. We'll fly you here. We'll fly you there. We'll do this. We'll do that. It's like, no, just keep working, have fun, and you'll get what you deserve. So now we get an opportunity to play on the Adidas circuit this year out of nowhere. And every kid I have was with me before they knew this was even gonna be a possibility. So it wasn't hey, if you're with us, we can do this or we can do that. And the fact that I feel like, number one, I kept God first in everything I did. And I always was honest with them. Like, can you do this? No, I can't do that. I can't afford to do that. Or my son needs to play like this or do this. Well, this is how it's gonna go. And I feel like the fact that I've been honest and open with everybody is the fact that kids have stuck with me. And now, over the next couple of years, their success is gonna show because they wanna put in the work, they have fun, and they see the big picture. Like with our group, I always tell them, like, just keep working, but it doesn't even really matter right now. You guys are like 15, like in a couple of years, y'all will be ready when those lights are on. And I stay behind the scenes, and I would say anybody who's in my position, one thing that's helped me, if you can find somebody that you can trust, follow in that. If you can't, keep working. Keep working. I feel like a lot of times people just kind of give in to what's convenient.
Call 1-800-STATE-HOUSTON.
They'll pick up.
I will pick up. I will pick up. What he charges. Come on, Pew.
Well, now, we appreciate it. I'm gonna tell you, this has been a great episode. It's been a great session, man. Some great conversation because, like I said before, it's all about teaching and learning. And every man who has some experience should be willing and able and ready to relay that experience, both good and bad, to someone else that can help them to continue to move forward or to make some corrections from their path that they're on going on right now. So we appreciate this from Marlon Lowe, Mo Elrod, Inside Basketball with Stacey Houston. He charged us for this tonight too, y'all. Just want to let y'all know.
We gotta put it out there. We gotta get it out there.
We appreciate y'all for listening, for sharing the podcast, and continue to tuning in. I'm Marlon Lowe, and we out.